Hey everyone, David Burduli here from Cyberleaks. Welcome to today's video where I'm going to talk about reminders in Business Central. I will cover how reminders can helpful to a business and then some key definitions that will be shown during the demonstration, like how to create reminder terms, set reminder levels, create reminders, issue reminders and cancel them. Stick around for a clear breakdown, and if you have any questions or need help with Business Central solutions, please feel free to reach out to us at info@cyberleaks.com. You can also go through our other YouTube videos which might be helpful for you. Let's dive into why reminders in Business Central are a game changer for your business. Reminders are automated tools that help you manage overdue customer payments by sending polite, professional notifications. They are designed to keep your cash flow healthy without harming customer relationships. First, reminders save time. Instead of manually tracking late invoices or contacting customers, Business Central automates the process. You can set up reminder terms to define when and how reminders are sent, ensuring consistency. For example, you might send a friendly nudge 7 days after an invoice is overdue, followed by another reminders if needed. This automation helps your team to focus on growth rather than chasing payments. Second, reminders improve cash flows. Late payments can disrupt your operations, but reminders encourage timely settlements by setting clear expectations with escalating reminders levels. You prompt customers to pay sooner, keeping your finances on track. And finally, reminders maintain professionalism. Business Central lets you customize messages to align with your brand's tone so you can remain strong customer relationships even when addressing overdue accounts. In short, reminders in Business Central streamline accounts receivable, boost liquidity, and keep your business running smoothly. Okay, now we're in Dynamics 365 Business Central, and I will begin demonstrating how to set up reminders. First step of reminder is to set up reminder term. This will outline when and how the reminder will be sent out. To achieve this, let's use search function, and from here I'm going to search for reminder terms. Let's open the page. I click new to create a new record. And first thing I have to do is to assign a code. In this example, I will use the code test. As a description, I'm going to put testing reminder. Then we have a field maximum number of reminders where we can decide how many reminders can be sent for this reminder term code. For this example, I will write maximum number of reminders 2. Next we have a post interest field where we can specify whether or not any interest listed on the reminder should be posted to the general ledger and customer accounts. The same can be said for post additional fee and post additional fee per line fields. Here I want to turn on post additional fee because during the demonstration I'm going to add some additional fees for overdue amounts. So let's turn it on. And next we have minimum amount, which specifies the minimum amount for which a reminder will be created. I will leave this field with value of 0. For now, we already have reminder terms set up. Now we can move to the next step in the process, which is setting up reminder levels for our reminder code. To do so, we scroll down to the reminder level part of the page. The first time our reminder is created for the customer, the level 1 setting is used. When the reminder is issued, the level number is registered on the reminder entries that are created and linked to the individual customer ledger entries. If it is needed to remind customers again, all reminder entries linked to open customer ledger entries are checked to locate the highest level number. After identifying the highest level number, the system checks the conditions written under the next level number and uses for the new reminder. Here I also want to mention that if you define more reminders than you defined levels for, the conditions for the highest level will be used. So in my current reminder term, I defined maximum of 2 reminders. So I'm going to set up 2 reminder levels. Let's set up parameters for first level. First, we have to define grace period field, which specifies the length of the grace for this reminder. On this level, I'm going to enter 3 days of grace. Next, we have due date calculation field, where we can specify a formula for how to calculate the reminder's due date, which we will be using the same due date calculation method for each reminder level, which is going to be 3 days as well. To define fees and interest, let's click on Reminder Level Fees button. Here we have Calculate Interest field, which determines if the interest will be calculated and appeared on the reminder when the reminders are issued. Next, we have Additional Fee Calculation Type, where we have 3 options: Fixed, Single Dynamic, and Accumulated Dynamic. In case of fixed, fees are calculated based on the values of the additional fee fields on the reminder level itself. Then we have single dynamic option where fees are calculated based on the values of the fields on the relevant line in the additional fee setup page for that reminder level. And lastly, in case of accumulated dynamic, fees are calculated based on the values of the fields on the combined lines in the additional fee setup page for that reminder level. In this example, I'm going to use type fixed. Here we have fee per reminder field and where you indicate fee amount as an additional fee added to the reminder in your local currency. I'm going to define this fee as $50 for level 1. I'm not going to use any additional fee per line amount. Let's now close this page. And lastly, we have customer communications field. We can include additional text for each reminder level, which will be linked to the reminders document and emails. To achieve this, we have to click on button Customer Communication. On this page, we can choose the language code which will specify language of text fields used in the reminder document for customers. Below we should indicate file name that defines name of the attachment. And lastly, we can define our email text. Here you can see placeholder is used. Microsoft has already defined standard values you could need during reminder text generation. So here is a list of these placeholders. Besides this, we also can configure beginning and ending texts if we click Edit Text Lines button. I will use ending lines where I'm going to use placeholders provided by Microsoft. I will simply copy-paste already created text. This is all about reminder text. And once more I want to mention that you configure all reminder text per reminder levels. Now let's go back to reminder levels. Lastly, I also want to mention about currencies. We can define for each reminder level number a currency code and an additional fee. This is mainly for those who are using foreign currencies, and foreign currencies you set up here will be used in the reminders. If you don't set up any foreign currency here, then local currency settings you specify on reminder levels page will be used and converted into relevant currency. In this example, I am not going to use any foreign currency, so I will leave this page. Now I will create another reminder level. Firstly, I click on number to get a new level. I will use 3 days grace period again and 5 days as due date calculation. I will make additional fee for second reminder $80 and keep additional fee calculation type as fixed. Next, we also need to create a new attachment text for this level. Click Customer Communication and enter the text as you wish. In this case, I will leave the default text in the email part, but I want to update edit text lines as well. I will update ending lines as I did for previous level. Let's leave this reminder level communication. Once we already have a setup for reminder term and its reminder levels, then we are ready to start creating reminders itself. To do so, I will use Smart Search and type reminders. Open the list and click New. And the very first thing I have to do is to select the customer for the reminder. In this example, I will use Cyberleaks. Next, I'm going to scroll down to Posting Fast tab, where I'm going to choose the reminder terms code I created before. After this, we are good to go and create some reminder lines. For this, I have to click Suggest Reminder Lines. On this page, we can define how and to whom the reminders are created. Here I want to raise your attention on these two toggles. Selecting first option will include only overdue open entries in the reminder. This means that only invoices and payments will be shown. You also can select second toggle if you want to include overdue entries that are on hold in reminder. In this case, I will use only open entries with overdue amounts. As we can see here, filter for reminder is already set to current reminder. So I'm not going to fill any other fields because I'm technically ready to go and click OK. Now in the lines we can see all the overdue payments for this customer. In this case it is only 2, but additionally we have applied $50 as additional fee which we configured for the first reminder level. We also can see in General Fast tab we have a reminder level of 1 was used, as this is the first reminder that we are going to issue. Now we are going to issue the first reminder. To do so, I'm going to click button Issue. We have options to print or email. In this example, it doesn't really make big sense, so I will keep print. And now I'm going to click OK. After we issue reminder, then information is moved to issued reminders. At the same time, reminder entries are posted. If additional fees are applied, which is the case now, then entries are posted to the customer ledger and general ledger entries. Here we get PDF format file and it is how it looks. Now we have created and issued our reminder. We can check issued reminder if we use Smart Search. Here is our last issued reminder. We can look up the customer to find our additional fee has been posted to. Click Customer, Ledger Entries, and here it is our reminder fee. Also, we can check GL entries. If we click Find Entries, and click GL entries, here it is our $50 as additional fee. If we find any errors on reminders, we can cancel issued reminders. For this, I go back to Issued Reminders. On Home tab, we find Cancel button and click it and select OK. And we can see that Cancel field has been checkmarked, indicating that we have successfully canceled our reminder. Beside manual process, we also can create automatical process of reminder creation, issuing reminder, and sending them to the customer. To achieve this, let's first go back to Role Center. We have to assign reminder term to the customer first. So let's go to customers list. Choose a desired customer. In this case, I will use Cyberleaks. I will scroll down to the Payments Fast tab. Click Show More. And assign reminder terms code. In our case, test. This is an important step. So when we configure automation process, system will find customers based on this reminder term. Let's move to reminders automation. Here we click New. First, we need to assign a code to this job. In this case, I will assign test. Then we need to choose reminder terms filter. Here we choose a reminder terms. I will select test. Let's scroll down in Cadence Fast tab and you can choose occurrence of the job. In this case, I will leave manual. In actions, I will click new. First of all, we need to assign a code to it. Let it be creation. I will choose reminder action type as create reminder. Here we have the same toggles we saw before while creating reminder lines manually. Here I will include only open entries with overdue amount. In the filters, you can decide what specific filters you wish to enter. Either you want to exclude specific customers or only include several ones. It is up to you. I will leave these filters empty. Click Close. In Actions, we can create another one, for example, Issue, which will run right after reminders are created. In this case, I will leave this part up to you, and if you have any questions or trouble, write us in the comments or at info@cyberleaks.com. We will be happy to help you anytime. Now I'm going to run the automation and click Start. Here we can click Last Run, and we see that run was without any errors. Now let's navigate to our reminders list and check if the reminder was created. And here it is. So if we open this, we can see that lines have been generated. That's a wrap on reminders in Business Central. I hope you found this guide helpful for managing overdue payments and boosting your cash flow. If you have any questions or need Business Central solutions, reach out to us at info@cyberleaks.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos for more tips. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.